Right across our planet, there is an incredible variety of astonishing landscapes. One of the most beautiful anywhere in the world is the Mekong River. It stretches from Tibet for 2,700 miles to the South China Sea. The Mekong crosses great mountain ranges. It cascades through waterfalls. It gathers in incredible lakes. And the Mekong nourishes one of the most diverse regions on our planet.
The other thing have a chance having a baby and to increase the population for the future.
The river's fish are counted in their billions.
The Tonle Sap is the victim heart of the Cambodia.
And it sustains the lives of over 60 million people.
Right here is a virgin water. It's amazing.
The mighty river faces great challenges. So now it's time to appreciate the value and celebrate the wonders of the Mekong. The Mekong River begins its great journey to the sea in an area that's been called the roof of the world. The Tibetan Plateau lies just north of the Himalayas. It's over 600 miles long and over 1,500 miles wide. The largest plateau on Earth. Formed 1 billion years ago, it's still rising. The movement of a great tectonic plate below it, the Indo-Australian plate, is pushing it slowly upwards. Known as the third pole, the Tibetan glaciers are, after the polar ice caps, the largest source of fresh water in the world. They bring water to 7 major rivers and well over 1 billion people. According to Tibetan folk stories, Buddha created the rivers by taking a giant sword to the mountains, slicing them open to release the water. Tibetans use sacred prayer flags to bless this life-giving landscape. Here, the slowly gathering Mekong is known as Zartu, or River of Rocks. As it courses down through mountainous southwest China, the river descends over 4,000 meters, carving a long, narrow valley through rock over 2 billion years old, and gathering huge volumes of water along the way, until it reaches the border between Myanmar, Thailand and Laos, the so-called Golden Triangle. Here, mountain ranges intermingle with hills in a younger landscape, formed millions rather than billions of years ago. The uplands are no longer barren. They're covered densely with trees. Forest surrounds the Golden Triangle for thousands of square miles, collecting water and sending it towards the rivers. Vast areas remain, despite the damage done to the forests by opium cultivators and loggers. Much is ancient forest that took shape after the last ice age. For thousands of years, the greater Mekong has been a haven for a mind-boggling array of species. This is one of the most naturally diverse regions on the planet. The greater Mekong is home to 20,000 different plant species, to 800 species of reptiles and amphibians, there are 1,000 bird species, like the great hornbill, fruit-eating lovers of a densely forested habitat, and hundreds of different mammals. Including rare and endangered species like the white-handed gibbon, which can leap 8 meters. It's thought they never come down to ground level. And there's another mammal species that once trod this landscape in their thousands. Elephants. Most of the elephants are gone, the victims of poaching and habitat loss. But in Laos, on the banks of one of the Mekong's many tributaries, is the Mandalao sanctuary, where a few can still be found. Kunhun Duanchang is a former mahout. He was trained to ride and care for elephants from boyhood.
Every day, we must bring all of our 5 elephants, camp down to the Nam Khan River. They do a bathing, they drink a water, and they just play. Water is very important for the elephant. They drink a lot and they don't have the stress level. They drink at least 100 to 150 liters a day of water. The water at Nam Khan is very important for the elephant and for the local people living here.
These 5 elephants are among just 800 remaining across Laos. Five years ago, this sanctuary bought up 400 hectares of jungle for them to roam. So this tiny group could live the same way as their ancestors.
Now we was working with the elephant to let them go out and eat fresh food in the jungle. In the morning, we bring elephants up to Mekong stream to our 400 hectares, big piece of land. They have a lot of wild jungle ginger and the vines and a lot of bamboo, and this is elephant's favorite.
The sanctuary wants to help the elephant population begin to grow once again.
And they have a chance to having a baby and to increase the population for the future. They need the big space and big piece of land, and no people go around them, and no poaching and no hunters. And the elephant, they have a chance to go and meet and to breed and have a baby.
Around half of the elephants left in Laos survive in the wild. One day an elephant raised here could even join them.
Our goal, we're gonna release elephant back into the wild, but we have one baby boy here. His name is Kit. He's 4 years old, so he cannot survive right now to send him back into the wild. We need more elephants from another places. And with Mandalay, we're working with the Belgium Zoo. They have baby elephant. They're gonna send back to Mandalay. At the same time, we gonna release them back together into the wild. At least he have 2 or 3 of his friends, and they can survive and they can increase the population for the future.
As the Mekong travels through Laos, its strength grows as it absorbs a host of other rivers and collects rainwater from over 70,000 square miles of higher ground. The water's path towards the Mekong can be astonishingly beautiful. At the Kwang-Si waterfall, the waterfall of the deer, the water drops down tiers of limestone towards a series of turquoise pools. Legend has it that the water here was so beautiful, a golden deer decided to make the falls its home. The natural beauty of the area has inspired human spirituality. At the meeting point of the Mekong and the river Namkhan sits the ancient capital of Luang Prabang, a spiritual center for over 600 years. The city's Buddhist temples are home to an active community of monks. Every morning before dawn, they set out in their saffron robes to collect alms. Towering over the city is the sacred mountain, Mount Fuji. And a little along the Mekong is an unexpected place of pilgrimage. Riverside caves with thousands of images of Buddha. Next, we follow the mighty Mekong to a land where its water dominates the entire landscape. We're following Southeast Asia's great river, the Mekong, as it travels through the country of Laos. Along this part of the river, traditional cast net fishing is still a regular sight. By the riverside, you might see water birds, like Asian openbills. Or even, with luck, the critically endangered giant ibis, incredible birds that grow over 1 meter long. Or water buffalo that are kept to plough the surrounding farmland. The last stretch of the Mekong connects to a lake which is large enough to stand out from space. Nam Ngum is also known as the Laos Sea. Despite every appearance of a natural paradise, this is actually a man-made reservoir, created at the end of the 60s when Laos built its first hydroelectric dam. The Nam Ngum Dam still generates a major slice of the country's power. But the Mekong then tracks its natural, ancient course for hundreds of miles, as it crosses between mountains along the low-lying plains of the Korat Plateau. At Sam Phan Bok, the Mekong reaches its own Grand Canyon. In the dry season, from December to May, Sam Phan Bok, or 3,000 Hole, reveals a pockmarked landscape created by the river itself, as whirlpools of water loaded with sediment twisted into the sandstone riverbed over millions of years. Scientists believe that 800,000 years ago, an area close by on the Bolivian Plateau was struck by a great meteorite over a mile wide, throwing debris across a tenth of our planet. As the mighty Mekong is just about to leave Laos, it reaches the widest point on its entire journey, spreading out over 8 miles from shore to shore. The extraordinary force of this river has carved out a maze of 7 channels and countless islands. And just downstream is the largest complex of waterfalls in Asia, the Cone Falls. Created by an upper layer of hard basalt rock that resisted erosion by the water, nearly 10 million litres of water fall here every second. That's almost double the Niagara Falls. Beyond the waterfalls, the great river reaches new territory and flows into a country that lives on the Mekong's water. Cambodia. Here the Mekong can unleash incredible force. When the rains come, floods can overcome vast swathes of the country. Overwhelming villages and devastating crops. The overflowing waters can be seen from space. Near the center of Cambodia, the Mekong connects to another major river, the Tonle Sap. The Tonle Sap naturally changes course. In monsoon season, the Mekong swells so much that the Tonle Sap is forced to flow backwards, away from the sea. And this river, whichever way it's flowing, connects the Mekong to the great Tonle Sap Lake. The Tonle Sap Lake is the largest freshwater lake in the whole of Southeast Asia. The life force of the entire Mekong River system. Even in the dry season, it covers nearly 1,000 square miles. In the wet season, it expands to 4 or even 5 times that size. 3 million people live on the vast floodplain of this lake, Nearly all rely on it for their livelihood. From October to March each year, the lake has always seen one of the greatest animal migrations on Earth, with fish arriving here in their billions, making this the biggest inland fishery in the world. Fishing communities here live in stilt houses or floating wooden homes, able to cope with any flood.
Rồiសំខាន់ខ្លាំងគឺទន្លេមានទឹកមានត្រីឲ្យពួកខ្ញុំរោការងារខ្ញុំរោស៊ីនៅនេះដូចយើងរបៀបថាដូចយើងធ្វើស្រែយើងតែប៉ុណ្ណេះយើងនៅតែនេះហើយដល់ពេលយើងលបខ្ញុំនៅតែនេះខ្ញុំថាខ្ញុំចូលចិត្តកថាដែរបានដែរបងរបអីរបខ្ញុំរកស៊ីនៅនេះខ្ញុំចង់នៅតែនេះឯងនិយាយរួមទៅ
But in recent years, the negative impact of human activities has begun to be felt. Sailor Chayar studies the lake. She's the project manager for Wonders of the Mekong, a collaboration between international universities and the Cambodian government. For her, the key to this wonder lake lies in the surrounding forest, which floods in the wet season. But this flooding is benign. When the forest is underwater, fish hatch and thrive here.
The Tonle Sap is the beating heart of Cambodia. Many research found that there are some challenges facing Tonle Sap Lake. This is Dam Rang. This is one of the flooded forest species in the Tonle Sap Lake. Normally, in dry season, you can see until the roof of the tree. And in wet season, when the water rise up, it can go to 3 meters or to 5 meters. The flooded forest is important for the fish because they can eat some leaves and some insects inside the branch of the tree. But most part of the flooded forest are clear and converted to the farming land.
Today, Sailor and her team are meeting up to analyze how the reduction in forest breeding ground is affecting the fish with the help of local fishermen and women. They fish using traditional giant arrow traps. After collecting the fish, the team heads back to the floating village to measure the haul.
From the Tonle Sap lake from the fishing, and now we do measuring the fish, and we divide fish into 2 parts. One is for the high value market and the low value market. So now we do measuring the high value market fish species.
Recently, less water has been flowing into the lake, the result of more dams upstream and climate change. with lower rainfall during the rainy season.
This is small but also part of the high value fish. Before 2019, the fishermen can catch the bigger fish between 2 to 3 kilograms per head of fish in the flooded forest. And currently, like last year, 2020, 2019, the water is shallow and not flood the forest. It affects to the fish. That amount of fish catch decline, and the number of the big fish also decline.
តលឹកត្រីព្រឹកមិញនិងឆ្នាំមុនវាខុសគ្នាបងព្រោះឆ្នាំមុនយើងលើកបានច្រើនជាងនេះឆ្នាំមុនយើងទៅលើកក្បាលមួយបានត្រឹម30ទៅ40គីឡូក្នុងក្បាលមួយហ្នឹងហើយហើយដល់ពេលក្នុងឆ្នាំនេះក្បាលមួយបានតែត្រីត្រឹម10គីឡូជាងទេវាខុសពីឆ្នាំពី3ឆ្នាំមុន
The Tonle Sap faces an uncertain future. The lake also has an extraordinary past. For just a few miles from here, an ancient civilization grew to greatness, using the water from these shores. Our journey along the Mekong River has brought us over 2,000 miles from its source to Cambodia. We've now reached a lower lying land, not too far above sea level. Butterflies thrive here, like the swallowtail and nymphalidae. And plant life changes too. You might see the red hibiscus, or Cambodia's national flower, the fragrant rumdul, used by Cambodians to treat dizziness. Deep in the jungle, not far north of the great Tonle Sap Lake, lie the remnants of a civilization of extraordinary genius. For centuries, many ruins were abandoned to the jungle, wrapped in vines, banyan and silk cotton trees. In the 19th century, the French rulers of Cambodia began to push back the jungle and uncover the ruins. This is the vast ancient city of Angkor. Angkor was built around 1,000 years ago by the rulers of the ancient Khmer Empire, which stretched across much of Southeast Asia. It's estimated that Angkor was once bigger than modern-day New York City. Its greatest temple is known as Angkor Wat. Measuring over 400 acres, it's the largest religious site in the world. It's no accident that Khmer rulers built their capital close to the Tonle Sap Lake. Experts believe that their civilization gained its immense power from its mastery of water. Angkor is based on a complex system of canals leading from the Tonle Sap to the city. When the Mekong and the Tonle Sap flooded, water would flow down the channels into a series of reservoirs to be stored and used during the dry season. It meant that the Khmer could triple their rice harvests. Other canals were filled with fish to feed their people. All this enabled this great civilization to flourish for hundreds of years. But eventually, it overreached itself. Experts think a big factor was the collapse of Angkor's ingenious water system. Overexploitation of the land combined with successive droughts and floods, meant the system couldn't cope. And when the water ran dry, life here became unsustainable and its great temples were abandoned. Angkor may have collapsed, but 75 miles away by river, a modern city uses many of the same principles. Cambodia's capital, Phnom Penh, is also built on water. Phnom Penh began life as a village on the Mekong riverbank, with houses built on wooden stilts or floating on the Great River. When the French colonized the country in the mid-1800s, they built on the marshy floodplain, draining the water with a system of canals not unlike Angkor. The city has always flooded during the monsoon season, and that is a challenge for every building across the city, small and large. Architect Tum Urafal is an expert in Phnom Penh's unique architecture.
We are here at the Olympic Stadium. This is one of my favorite places, as my dad told me when I was young. This is a public space that is really important for the people in the city in the 1950s and until now. The place still used for the people. They just come to hang out. They can come together, meet and exercise.
The stadium, known as the Olympic, though it's never staged the Games, was designed in the 60s by the great Cambodian modernist architect Van Molivan.
Van Molivan came up with the natural solution with the light and ventilation. The sitting areas open the gate underneath the sitting place of the guest. And if we look at the back, we can see the vertical panel. It brings the natural light from outside to inside.
Van Molivan was a pioneer of what's now known as green architecture, using design to adapt buildings to their environments. The stadium includes features which protect it from Phnom Penh's annual floods.
So here is a favorite spot. We can see here the pond is around the building. The ponds collect the water from the roof. You can see the big roof just bring the water from the top to the ground by the column inside.
During the late 50s and mid-60s, Van Molivan built more than 100 buildings in watery Cambodia. Two of the best are at the Royal University of Phnom Penh.
We are at the Institute of Foreign Languages. The building designed by Van Molivan in 1965 and finished in 1972.
And here too, managing the flow of water is key. Using ponds is one of the unique features in Van Molivan's master plan.
It's inspired by the Angkorian temple, what we call the Khmer hydraulic system. The Angkorian temple, we build the ponds around the temple and collect the water from the building.
Van Molivan also built his own concrete equivalent of Cambodian wooden stilts.
To avoid the flooding, Van Molivan tried to make the building to raise up the column. We can see the sitting area of the students rest on the cantilevers of the beam and the column.
There are fears that Phnom Penh, like Angkor before it, is developing so fast that one day it won't be able to absorb the Mekong's waters. Land has become so highly prized that the city's lakes and canals, crucial sponges for the annual floods, are now being filled in. Even parts of the Mekong itself are being filled in with sand. But it's generating power for cities that is an even greater threat to the river. The Mekong and its tributaries are being harnessed, bit by bit, by hydroelectric dams. Hundreds of them. China has built 11 dams on the upper Mekong. Across the whole of the Mekong region, 537 dams have been built, and 152 more are planned for the future. The effects of blocking the flow of the river alongside drought is even visible from space. The river's normal, healthy color is brown, from the nutrient-rich brown sediment needed by both farmers and fishing communities. In 2020, a NASA satellite observed that in the dry season the Mekong had turned blue, the color of a less healthy river with shallower flow. There's a danger that the great Mekong fish migration will become a thing of the past, and fields could be starved of nutrients and water. On the final leg of its great journey to the sea, the Mekong River reaches Vietnam. Here there is a different type of forest, mangrove forest, which is found in swamps or coastal salty waters. Much has been lost to farmland, but there are protected areas like the Tra Su flooded forest. Here the most prominent tree is the cajuput, a twisting tree unusually tall for such a watery environment. Tra Su is also a sanctuary for 70 species of birds, like oriental darters, spot-billed ducks, and a huge variety of herons. As the Mekong presses further towards the sea, it splits into channels known as the 9 Dragons. This is the Mekong Delta. The land averages less than a meter above sea level. Much of this region would be sea, were it not the sediment that's been carried here over thousands of years by the Mekong itself, then compacted to form the land mass. The Mekong Delta is home to around 20 million people. Life is lived on the water, with houses and farms backing onto a gigantic network of canals. Over the centuries, around 50,000 miles of canals have been constructed across the delta, so that during the rainy season, the Mekong's nutrient-rich water can spread across millions of hectares. The biggest crop here is rice. Paddy fields stretch out across the delta for miles on end. Wet rice is still sown and harvested by hand, with 3 crops every year. The delta is one of the most important agricultural regions on the planet, producing enough food to feed 200 million people worldwide. At the center of the Mekong Delta is Canton, a water city and the biggest in the region. It's a city that wakes up early. And it revolves around one very special morning event that's only possible to experience by boat.
Chào chú.
local journalist Chi Mai has been many times, getting up before dawn like the rest of the city.
It's a bit past 6 and we are on the majestic Mekong River in Cần Thơ. We're going to visit Cai Răng Floating Market, the largest floating market in Vietnam. It's a floating market. It's amazing. All the boats come from different provinces in Mekong Delta, and they carry with them fruit or specialties from their hometown, bring into Cai Răng Floating Market, trade with local vendors or vendors from other cities. And the wholesalers will stay here for 3 days or a week until they sell everything and then take the empty boats back to their hometown and refill it before coming back to the market again. That's how it works, and that's how it's been working for hundreds of years.
Vietnam produces 1 million tons of watermelon every year, and a big slice of that makes its way to this market.
Because it's near Lunar New Year, so there are lots of watermelons. In our culture, watermelon is colors represent luck. You know, it's very beautiful to decorate your house during the day with this kind of fruit, and also in the season. So that's why you see that most of the boats here are selling watermelons right now.
There are huge wholesale operations here, but it's the small traders who keep the place buzzing.
Cái này cho chú. This lady started to sell beverages and coffee and milk and everything from 5 when the market started. Chị bán 20 năm rồi hả? Wow. She's been doing this for 20 years. Là hồi từ năm mấy tuổi tới năm mấy tuổi?
Chị năm nay 50 tuổi rồi chứ bộ.
Trời ơi, nhìn trẻ vậy. She used to be a rice farmer, but then she discovered that this trade makes more money. Chị tên gì?
For the sellers, the market is their entire livelihood. It's common to specialize in one particular product. Mr. Phan Van Hu and Mrs. Lee Thi Hong have been selling mangoes for 2 decades.
Cái hồi mà chú lớn lên á, với lại bây giờ á, thì chợ nổi cái nó có thay đổi gì không?
Không cô, càng ngày càng vui.
Càng sung.
Càng ngày càng vui.
Chứ đừng có bệnh dịch này là...
Chợ nổi cái răng này vui lắm.
Rồi cái răng này nổi
Chợ nổi cái răng mà.
Ta lên đài ra nước mấy nước ngoài rồi luôn mà.
Nhà nước cho chợ nổi cái răng này ha, là di tích lịch sử. Hồi năm ngoái lên rồi, cho di tích lịch sử này.
But no trip to the market is complete without a visit to Mr. Tran Van Trong.
We're gonna have breakfast now, and this is our table. You put it here, and it becomes a table. These hủ tiếu, a staple food in Mekong Delta. Spicy ramen noodles. Tastes like the Mekong River. Nourishing.
By 8 a.m., the market is over and the sellers disperse so they can recharge, ready for their next busy morning of trading on the river. After Can Tho, the Mekong is almost at the end of its great journey having traveled nearly 2,700 miles from the Tibetan mountains across 6 countries. Just 50 miles on, the Mekong's fresh waters flow into the salty water of the South China Sea.